Well, I am anticipating for it to be finished because of tourism. I'm a police officer, and I would like to see the country develop. Having heard stuff about the airport system in Barbados, I think it's time for us to be on the top market level. You understand? It's about time St. Vincent be on the major scale for tourism and making foreign currency and so on. And basically, it's a good project, and I can't wait to see it. It benefit my generation.
Yes, I would like to see that happen and see what development we could get from it.
Personally, for me, it is a good initiative by the government. It will help to make the traffic to and from St. Vincent easier, because we know the problems we get in St. Lucia, Barbados, Trinidad, and who don't want to have a direct flight. So for me, I am 100% behind the airport, and I hope all Vincentians should as well, and not look at it as a NDP or ULP, but look at it as a St. Vincent project.
What do you think about the Argyle?
The construction, well, I think it's really good for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Hopefully it would get done when it said it gets done. It has a lot of benefits to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I know a lot of persons overseas, Vincentians particularly, will be well pleased when it's completed. So fingers crossed that it gets completed when it is stated to get completed.
It's worthwhile. I think it's going to completely help the economy once we get a nice open international airport. You could actually get Air Canada or WestJet to fly right in from Canada. That should bring in a lot of revenue for everybody. How's those for apples?
So you're anticipating its completion in December?
I sure hope so. I want to be able to fly here non-stop instead of having to use every little airport around just to fly in and have a good time. No, I'm Canadian. I'm from Winnipeg. I'm down, my brother lives down here, and he owns a small business that we have a good time at, and I'm down for a month. I'm down for Vincy Mass. I'm down for everything that's happening.
I think it's a good idea because we really need an international airport, and because when people have to come in home and going, they have to wait so long in Barbados, and I think it's a very good idea.
The construction of the Argyle International Airport is a very important undertaking by the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Previous governments would have talked about it, but this present government, under the leadership of the Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, has taken on the risk and the challenge to undertake such, well, it's the biggest project ever in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In terms of the benefits to the country, the benefits are going to be enormous. For one, the common man will be able to travel straight to his destination, whether it's United States of America, Canada, England, straight if he wishes to. I hope that gone would be the days when we have to sleep out in Barbados and being treated like second-class Caribbean citizens, and even Trinidad as well. We'll be able to bring our stuff straight from JFK, the amount of pounds that are allowed there, straight to St. Vincent. I think other than that, we would be able to have produce, fresh produce, or whatever commodities we are producing here to go abroad. You know, we can get them shipped quite easily. I am hoping and anticipating that direct flights from here to New York would cost less, because right now I think the airfares will help, right? So I'm looking forward for these benefits. Apart from that, I know, because other countries with international airports are experiencing an influx of tourists, whether from the Caribbean islands or from North America, coming into the country. And once tourists come into the country, even though they spend $1, it's $1 more to the coffers of the country. So the international airport is going to encourage more people to come, because lots of people I've listened to from time to time that they're not able with those small planes because they would have traveled with the larger planes coming out from North America. So when they realize that the larger planes can come straight to St. Vincent, then they'll be happy to come as well. I would want to think too that this would also encourage lots of Vincentians abroad who have not come home for a very long time to do so. In fact, I've heard many comments on Facebook and different places that they can't wait for the airport to open. So I think the airport is like a gateway, a wide gateway that will be opening up the country to the rest of the world. And we're in a global community, and those who might be afraid that, oh, XYZ might come in, let them know it's a global community we're living in, and the world is that small now. So people from all over the globe will find us here, and we'll be able to find them where they are as well, because this is an open gateway for travel. So I'm very excited. I can't wait, but I have to wait. I'm thinking about traveling next year, God's willing, and I want to be able to travel there. Okay, so I would just like to encourage the country, all natives, all citizens of the country, those abroad as well. Whatever you can, contribute to the project, because it's the largest capital project ever. Some people are complaining, oh, it was supposed to be finished last year, it was supposed to be finished the other year, it was supposed to be finished in soon. This is not like building a parlor by the side of the road. This is a huge capital project, lots of money, and every year stuff, materials, what have you, the prices will increase. So, but the important thing is the project is coming. The project is coming. If you drive there, you will see that the reality is unfolding before your very eyes.
Could you just give us your views on our airport at Argyle?
Let me first of all say that it is unfortunate that there are people who are born Vincentians who do not welcome a project of this nature. I have been traveling around the world for quite a few years, and one of the most unfortunate things in my travels is the problems I get at the transition points, whether it be Trinidad, Barbados, St. Lucia, and most of them, I must admit, has been Barbados over the years. I regret that I have to mention that part, but I just have to. Now, a project such as the international airport being done by this particular government in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is one that is not only welcomed by the people at home, but by those abroad who do not have foolish political agendas. I see people online offering remarks about this airport which really shocked me at times. Individuals who would have traveled to the metropolitan countries, who know what transportation means for the advancement of any nation, any society, and they are still offering negatives about our airport being constructed here.
Yeah, it's a good thing for the country because, you know, you're going to be connected to the other, you know, the rest of the world.
And my travel is concerned, it would be a great use for persons to travel, because I know what it's like to sleep in an airport and you don't have any hotel money for hotel or anything, and you sleep in the airport until the next morning to get your connecting flight in a strange country. So I can't wait for it to finish.
Thank you.
I can't wait either.
Well, it's a good venture, it's a good project for the country, for the Caribbean as a whole, and for us travelers who come to St. Vincent regularly and always have to be held up in Barbados, spending our money for the Barbadian, which is nothing wrong with that, providing that we have money being spent in St. Vincent. What I'm saying is that we should spend our money in the Eastern Caribbean for the good of all. Economic development is for us. The airport is part of the economic development of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, which I think is long overdue. So congratulations to Dr. Ralph Gonzalez and the ULP for such a venture. Unfortunately, we're still struggling to see it complete, because we were told, as I live abroad, I was told that it will be completed on the 27th of October 2014. if you can tell me what progress is on that, then I can comment on that. But no doubt, I would love to see it complete so that next time I come back to St. Vincent, hopefully in December, I can land on at Argyle International Airport and be a wonderful, proud Vincentian. I know a lot of Vincentians abroad would love to see we have our own airport, not only for bringing us home on our soil, but for all those people who want to come to St. Vincent, don't want to go to Trinidad or to the other Caribbean islands. It's also a good idea, a good venture for tourism, part of our social and economic development. So I wish the project well and can't wait to see it complete.
Well, I feeling proud as a Vincentian to know that we very soon going to get an international airport, because I've traveled and I know the problem that we facing to get back to St. Vincent. The last time I came in from Canada, when I get to Grenada, from Barbados to Grenada, they told me to get to St. Vincent, I had to go back to Barbados, and I say, well, you know, this thing is just because we doesn't have our own international airport. And I drove a lot of tourists, and they're proud of we owning an international airport. I can't see how Vincentian, some Vincentian in a whole, can't see the need for an international airport in St. Vincent. But I'm proud to be a Vincentian, and I'm looking forward to the day when we will get our own international airport.
Well, I think the airport is a beautiful building. It can be the envy of other Caribbean islands and maybe other international airport owners. But it can be ideal, you know, for people traveling to direct destination. And I think we need that, and we need to upgrade the tourism facilities. We need to have the capabilities of having 500 people coming in, and a hotel to accommodate over 500 people. So once you have that going, you have no problem, and the airport is going to work well.
So what are your thoughts on the Argyle International Airport?
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
What do you think about the progress and how it will benefit St. Vincent and the Grenadines?
Good, must do. We need an airport long time ago. I've been harassed many times in Barbados. Even some time ago, I came from UK. They took my luggage from Heathrow to St. Vincent free of charge. When I get to Barbados, they charge me 80 US. I even, at the time, was no decision about airport in St. Vincent. But I said to her at the airport in Barbados, I'll be very glad when our airport in St. Vincent become a reality.
Yes.
And so be the case. But I know the airport here will do very good to Vincentian.
Yes.
I wish I was more younger now to set up some sort of business, either farming, either boutique, or whatever. Because with this airport coming on stream, it will be very good for Vincentian.
I think that it's a beneficial to our community and to the country, but I don't think they're going at the speed in which I think they could.
Well, it's a good thing, and for Bill to help to bring in more tourists, more exports for the country, which is a good thing. So I feel, yeah, support is it can be less, instead of using less travel for those coming from overseas, instead of going through Barbados and Trinidad headache, we get direct flights, and it will bring more international, more tourists and more international flights.
I feel very nice for it.
You happy it's coming along?
Yeah, because it's a long time we need it, and I don't know, in the future I will have to travel. I want to travel on a big station, a big airport, you know, with a big jet. I travel around the Caribbean already, but the small plane, I like to ride a big plane to come from foreign or go to foreign. So it is nice to see the Argyle airport. I support it.